when we have x squared plus y squared equals 16, what's the center and radius? What are the centers and radius?
So zero origin would be center and radius would be 4.
Exact. Radius is 4, center is 0. Because in general, if you have x minus a squared plus y minus b squared equals r squared in the general case here, center is what, radius is what?
Mine AB.
Exactly. The center is AB, and what's the radius?
R.
Exactly. Okay, so we have a circle with radius 14 and radius radius y equals x plus c. So c can be positive or negative, right?
Yeah.
And look, if because the slope is 1, if c is positive, it would be this. If c is negative, it would be this. So in both cases, pq would be the same, right?
Yeah.
Because it is symmetric about the origin. So you can conclude it is p, it is q. And this length is c. In this case, we consider c is positive, and after this, we can check c negative, and we reach the same answer. Okay, it says PQ is 2 root 2, right?
Yeah.
It wants us to find C. How can we find PQ? There are two ways. One way is to use geometric formulas. One way is to use, let me tell you, we can use coordinate geometry. So let's do something. X squared plus y squared is 16, and y equals x plus c. If you suppose we have these two equations and solve it algebraically, and then you will find 2 points. One of them is P, one of them Q, then you can apply distance formula to the 2 points. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so try to solve it algebraically and apply the distance formula and find the answer in terms of C.
But there's 3 variables and only 2 equations.
No, no. Look, I said calculate x and y in terms of C. So when you calculate x and y in terms of C, suppose C is a fixed number. You don't want to calculate C. Okay, so we have
Oh,
two variables to equation.
C equals y minus x.
Yes, you can do this. So find x and y in terms of C.
C equals y minus root 16 minus y squared.
C, what is equal to what?
Y minus 6 root of 16 minus y squared.
Okay, can you? So you were not able to find x and y in terms of only C?
I can find C in terms of y.
No, look, you shouldn't find C in terms of y. You should find y in terms of C and x in terms of C. Okay? Because we want to find these 2 points in terms of C, right?
Yeah.
So x and y, when you find x and y means you are finding x and y of P and Q. So you should find x in terms of C and y in terms of C, right?
X equals 16 minus c squared over 2x plus 4c. But
Let me write. X is equal to what?
16 minus c squared over 2x plus 4c, but
60 minus C squared over 2x plus 4C.
yeah.
So look, this x is not in terms of C because it has x again. Probably you should apply quadratic formula to find x only in terms of c, okay?
Okay. Say again.
I said you found x in terms of x again, right?
Yeah.
I said it's not valid. How you can find its
Okay.
x in terms of c? You should apply quadratic formula, and you will find two x's, okay? So apply quadratic formula to this part and find two values for x in terms of only c. Okay, what are the values of x?
But there are four terms in the equation, so uh,
Hmm. What do you mean four terms? What do you mean by four terms?
there's four terms in the equation I made. So either it's can you give me a hint?
Okay, sure. You should only substitute. For example, here y is x plus c, so x squared plus x plus c squared equals what?
Equals 16.
Exactly. So it's a quadratic equation in terms of x. Apply quadratic formula to this and find x. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay, try.
X plus c squared
Okay,
plus or
let's
minus
2x squared plus 2xc plus c squared minus 16, 0, right?
yeah.
So what's x equal to?
X equals minus x plus c squared.
No, look, you shouldn't say x again. X in terms of when you use quadratic formula, you are saying x again here. You shouldn't
Oh.
say x here. Okay?
And also there are four terms. So how would I simplify them?
What do you mean
Because
four terms? No, three terms. Two, x, look. Let me first ask you this. If you have x squared plus bx plus c equals 0, what's x equal to?
negative b plus or minus root b squared minus yc over 2a.
2a, yes. So look, one part is coefficient of x squared, which is 2. 2x squared. One part is coefficient of x, which is 2xc. 2cx, coefficient of x. One part is constant term, c squared minus 16 equals. So it is a, this part is our b, this part is our c, if we consider. Okay? So what's x equal?
So x equal to negative 2 plus or minus root 4c
No, no,
squared
no. X
minus.
is negative what? X is not negative 2 plus minus. X is negative what?
Oh, negative 2c
Yes, plus minus. The square root of
root
what?
4 square root of 4c squared
Yes.
minus 8, 8 times c minus 16.
8 times c
Oh,
squared minus 16. All over what?
4.
Yes. Then what if you simplify? Let's write first negative 2c plus minus. Simplify inside the square root.
So you could simplify it to 2 root c squared minus 2c plus 32.
Okay, let me write. It's negative 4c squared plus 8 times 16, right?
Yeah. Wait,
Divided by 4. Then you divide
minus,
by
wait, what about the minus 8c squared?
minus 8c squared plus 4c squared is minus 4c squared.
Oh,
Okay, then we divide both numerator and denominator by 2. Then what do we have inside the square root?
Minus 2c squared plus 4 times 64. 16.
It's what minus plus what?
Minus 2c squared
Ah,
plus
no. It's the point. When you divide by 2 inside the square root, we should divide by what?
4. So minus c squared
Plus.
32.
Exactly. Good job. So these are our two x's, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so find two values of y.
Y equals c. Y equals c plus or minus root negative c squared.
Plus
32.
over.
Didn't we already simplify? Oh yeah, and over 2. Yeah.
Exactly, because x is this, you can use this equation. Y equals
Yeah.
x plus c. If you add c to this, it will be this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now, okay, so let's consider this one. So we suppose that c is positive. Okay, so what's x coordinate of p? Suppose for example x coordinate of p is c plus the square root of negative c plus 32 over 2. Then what's the y coordinate of p?
Uh, Negative. Uh, so c plus root minus c squared plus 32 over 2.
That's c plus the square
And
root of
then
minus 32 plus minus c squared plus 32 over 2. It is the coordinates of p. What about the coordinates of q?
c minus root c minus c squared plus 32 over
Minus
2.
c minus
And all
c squared minus 32 over 2. What about the y coordinate?
c minus root c minus c squared plus 32 over 2.
Yes, plus 32 over 10. This one is plus 32. Okay, so the problem says the distance PQ is 2 root 2. Okay, use this to find C.
That x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared, then the square root of all of that equals 2 root 2.
Exactly. Use that to find C.
C equals 28.
C is equal to 28. Okay, let me tell you something. Here we can calculate like this, or we can erase these things. We can consider this is our circle, okay? And it is PQ. Then you can say, okay, P is this, Q is this, or you can switch them. It's not important because you can use distance formula. PQ is 2 root 2, so PQ squared is 8, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if you subtract negative C over 2, negative C over 2, we cancel each other out. This minus this is the square root of negative C squared plus 32 whole squared, right?
Yeah.
Plus, if you subtract this, it would be square root of negative C squared plus 32 whole squared equals 8. You said C is what?
C is 32. Wait, no. Give me a. Yeah. Yeah. C is 28. My bad.
C is 28.
Yeah.
Okay, let's check. Here, we can conclude that negative C squared plus 32 whole squared is 4. So, we can raise to the power of 2. So it's 4. So C squared is 28. So
Oh,
absolute value of C is what?
root 28.
Therefore, 2 root 7. Okay, but you can see here say C is positive and calculate these for negative also you can reach.
Okay.
Or you can consider like this. One of them is P, one of them Q is not important.
Okay.
We can calculate absolute value of C. Understand completely how we solve the problem?
Yeah.